Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Snags it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Burks. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And
projected for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the run, it's up. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's caught. It's Humphries. There. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Sooners racing to the line in a hurry up.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps him. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Buys a little time. Looking left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. to throw. It's Mateer. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Burks. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The offense changing the play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. On target to the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. All by himself. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Georgia.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphries. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's Delp. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the tight end. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Sooners. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. Oh, look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The short hands, it's Frazier. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. That is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard. And as they try to grind out some room.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Look at this Bulldog offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. RPO complete to open the drive. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The short hands, it's Lewis. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, running back gets the gift. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got some room to run. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Ott. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it